LP on the scene, what it be, yo? In the club, stay fly like an ego. Stay fresh to death, to be the steez, yo. Do it for
Johnny and Ben there with Halfway. So tell us a little bit about Halfway, gentlemen.
Well, Halfway is the writing and directorial debut from Ben Caird, the man to my right here. We're here at the Dallas International Film Festival playing in the narrative feature competition section. The film is about a young African-American man who, upon release from prison, has his parole set to his white stepbrother's family farm in rural Wisconsin. It's a fish-out-of-water tale about a young man trying to leave his urban criminal past behind and reinvent himself as the only black man in a very small conservative farm town. It's a commentary on the broken prison system in America and touches on themes associated with the kind of lack of opportunities available to young men and women, particularly of color in America, and when they are released back into society, and the effects of recidivism on the United States prison system, and it's very subtly intertwined into the film. But our lead actor Quinton, who most of your audience will probably remember as Big Mike from The Blind Side, gives a beautiful performance here, and we're very, very excited to be in town.
Okay, so what was the inspiration behind the film?
It being my writer-directorial debut in feature films, from the accent you can tell I'm not from here. I grew up in London, but my mum is actually from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So
really?
So I've got family all over southern Wisconsin. So I knew as a storyteller, I always wanted to try and set a narrative on a farm, because my mum has family that own a dairy farm in southern Wisconsin. So I sort of was, mixing together ingredients and stuff and trying to work out how we tell a compelling story that, that sets some sort of a pressing, important message, which is a nice thing to kind of add to a dramatic movie. This is kind of at its core sort of a family drama about a mixed race family and how that works out as well. You kind of, as a first-time filmmaker, you try and work out what the ingredients you have around you that you can throw together to make the most compelling story. And so taking a bunch of crew from New York and LA and actors from all over the country and sort of throwing them in a little 600-person dairy farm, dairy town in southern Wisconsin, was sort of too good an opportunity to miss up.
Okay, well, I love films, and I do a little acting on the side, so we have a lot of fun. So doing this type of film, like you said, taking people from their normal and bringing them to a world that they know nothing about, what did you find was the most interesting about how they adjusted?
I think something that's really critical in a film like this is we're trying to teach people to do things that are untrickable to certain audience members. So trying to make actors look like they are farmers is quite challenging, because you want to also engage the rural community in America that will try and connect with a film that they don't probably, there aren't many movies made in rural America like that. So we definitely wanted it to look authentic and make the actors look like they knew what they were doing. But at the same time, they are actors, so you still want them to be giving performances. These aren't people that just become farmers and then just act like farmers. They're still actors that are trying to give a poetic, authentic truth to a story. So I think something that as a director I would try to keep my mind on was that we can teach these people, these actors, to do these things as well as we can, but it's not just good enough for them to be able to know how to look like they're feeding a calf correctly. They also need to be giving compelling performances as these humans that they're portraying. And I was very, very lucky to be able to work with a fantastic cast. As Johnny said, Quinton is the lead of our film. We've also got Amy Peets, who people know is playing the sort of next door neighbor friend in Caroline in the City. Jeff DeMunn, who's like Frank Darabont's go-to guy, who's just an amazing actor. And Marcus Henderson was in town, who has been in his first big film was Django Unchained, and he's in Pete's Dragon coming up. And TJ Power, who's a up-and-coming Australian actor, and Gillian Zinzer that people know from 90210. I was able to work with some fantastic actors who really have all this experience coming in themselves, and I had to teach them to be farmers and then also let them run as they are, as the great actors that they are. So as an experience, that was really, really fun as a director.
Okay, so after having worked with these people and enjoying their talents, of course, who would you like to work with? Is it anybody that you just like, I would love the opportunity to work with?
Put me on the spot. My producer. I hope he wants to keep on working with me.
I would one day love to work with Mark Ruffalo. He's my favorite actor.
I mean, I think it's so dependent on the type of project you're working on. I have a ridiculous wish list that everyone would probably imagine is the kind of wish list that it would be as a director. But I mean, I in a funny way, I don't feel so much that I get to choose actors. I feel like I hope that my work as a director means that actors would like to work with me. So I hope that this film, I think that the performances are very, very strong, and I know we had a great time working on it together. So rather than handpicking actors, I hope that actors look at me and think that he's a director that people would like to work with.
Very good, very good. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much. We're excited about the film, and we're looking forward to seeing more of you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know we be VIP wherever we go. Do it for the love plus the people.